Hello everyone, I hope you are. This is CoinsKid. Just diving into the CHILIZ token here. We're going to keep you regularly updated on this because we do have this price prediction up here for CHILIZ. Okay, and we also have a current local high price prediction that we should get to quite shortly, to be fair, for CHILIZ. Okay, so we're diving in on the 4-hourly time frame right now. Okay, so what we're going to do is just look at some support levels and what's kind of happening for CHILIZ at the moment. You can see that what we've done here, we've gone up. Okay, this is quite a very high velocity move. Okay, so this, you know, the fact that we've gone up and we've hit this high here and we now look like we're forming a level of consolidation. Okay, so what we can do, we can probably target the previous time that we did move up so ferociously and then hit a level of consolidation, back test the 55 EMA, hover around the 20 EMA on the 4-hourly time frame here before we got that next leg up. Okay, so you could sort of say, okay, from here we went up so ferociously, topped out, then consolidated for a few days until we got the EMA retest there. Because what happens there, guys, if you zoom in, I'll show you what you get on these levels of consolidation. Okay, is you get this, where we go up so ferociously, we come back down, we fall through the EMAs. Okay, then we get back above them, then we test them as support. And what you'll see is a coming together of the EMAs. You see that how close these two, this yellow line and this red line, have come together. And what you get, that's called an EMA retest. So basically, it's just testing itself, forcing a squeeze to shoot us up again. Okay, to give us that velocity to shoot us up. And like I've said to you in the CHILIZ video, this when it comes down is just a refueling of the rocket ship and the boosters. You know, you want to see a 55 EMA retest. Okay, and potentially a couple of these 55 EMA retests, as you have got here, just to give more fuel to the boosters before we actually move up. So you've got that in mind. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll zoom out a little bit so you can see the bigger picture here of what's going on. So we know that particular level there, when we shot up so ferociously, when we was down there for CHILIZ at 3 cents, we shot up. Okay, and we had that high there, and we formed this level of consolidation, a refueling of the rocket ships before we took the next leg up, got the EMA test, and we went up so ferociously like that. And what we're doing now, we're doing exactly the same as what we did over here. Okay, you can see that we've gone up, fell through the EMAs, had that back test of the 55 EMA there, got above, and then we back tested it a couple more times, seeing a coming together of the EMAs before we absolutely took off again. So I theoretically think that this is what is happening here as well. Okay, we are in this bull market. You can see the volume stepping up really nicely. An indicator of a breakout as well, guys, I don't know if you're aware, is tailing off volume. So when you see the volume tailing off like this, that's always indicative of a move. Okay, and you can see that in this entire move, the whole volume, if you zoom out retrospectively, you can see that the whole volume is tailing off. So CHILIZ is in for a massive move. Okay, so basically what we can do as a target, we can sort of get a rough idea of how long we could be looking at a level of consolidation along these EMAs before we do actually have that breakout from a technical analysis standpoint. So we know from there to there, where we sort of seen that coming together of the EMAs. Okay, sort of squeezed together, got that retest and pushed us on. Took approximately 9 days, 16 hours, so almost 10 days. Okay, that level there. So if we're looking at a very similar sort of setup now for CHILIZ, we could be looking at 10 days consolidation from the previous high. So we know that was the high there, and we're looking at roughly 10 days. Roughly, as an idea, this is what we tend to do. You just see the repeat patterns in the reaccumulation zones before we take those legs up, guys. So you could be looking at roughly round about the 22nd to the 23rd of March that CHILIZ has finished its consolidation here, a refueling of the rocket ships along these EMAs, a coming together of the EMA just here, a little retest and a push on, and then you can see what kind of velocity you can get once it's refueled. Okay, you get that big surge up there. So that surge from there will see us push up to that high, guys. Okay, I think that the next sort of highs that we're going to experience in CHILIZ is this push up to this $5 token that we've got forecast in this channel right now on CoinsKid. So it's all positive. You know, we are hugging these EMAs. If you zoom in on the EMAs here, guys, and again, I will keep you updated. Okay, if you do look at these EMAs, we are going up. We're back testing them as support. Right now we're under this 20 EMA on the 4-hourly time frame, but that's not too bad a thing. You may see us come down to retest this 20 EMA before we bounce up again, and then get to that 22nd, 23rd of March, if we go through the same elongated time of consolidation there, before we get the next leg up, taking out this high. So towards the end of March, we should theoretically be pushing up towards this previous high and making a target up there. Okay, so what I want to bring out now is something called the VPVR, okay, and that basically shows you where support and resistance is whilst you're consolidating. So what we'll do, we'll drop that in now, and again you can search for this in your indicators. It's VPVR, and I like to have mine on 100 up and 70 down. And what you'll do, you'll see here, this is basically where there's a lot of resistance and support. So you see where the holes are, okay, you see where the holes are. Basically it goes sideways on that point, okay. So there's a hole there, so it went sideways, it consolidated and then moved up, and then we formed the other hole there, which was a level of consolidation. So you can see right now we're in this level of consolidation just here, okay. So as we creep up, we're going to hit a lot of resistance. You see these levels of resistance here, but then when we get round the corner, it's plain sailing to the previous high. So at the moment you are seeing a level of consolidation here for CHILIZ. But what I would expect, if you was to break down, you can see where the resistance level, the support level is right here, guys, okay, right on that line. So what you can do in your charts, you can actually target that line as a level of support. So you can see that it's the previous swing low, okay, it is the swing low of this entire move, okay. So you can see it's right at the bottom where that high level of support is. Okay, and then if you was to lose that level of support, which is not off the cards, by the way, this is crypto, you know what can happen. We can drop 25% and pump 100% in one day. That's crypto, it's a crazy space. But in these levels here, you can see this is a mega level of support right here, okay. Just there is a really, really high level of support going forward. So basically you could say you could potentially see a drop down to those levels, and that current level there, if I drop a ticker on it for you, is 26 cents. Okay, so these will be your levels of support if CHILIZ was to break down. Okay, but I'm not expecting it to break down, to be honest with you guys. We are in a bull market. Okay, these are actually the really strong levels of support as we've gone up. We've got this level. You can see here, this particular leg, this level of consolidation wasn't really a great deal of level of resistance or support. It just sort of hit it for a bit, for a couple of hours, if that, and then poof, shot straight through. Where you're seeing these consolidation levels, okay, you're hitting this high level of support. So at the moment, you will potentially see us trade in this hole just here, okay. So you may see us sort of trade in this hole between this level of support there and that level of resistance as we consolidate more between the EMAs until we get that coming together of the EMAs, guys, like this, get the bounce and move on again. So that's CHILIZ, guys, and you know, stay strong. I do see a lot of people sort of saying, oh, when's it going to go up? And you've got to have patience in this game, okay. You've gone up so ferociously that you need to sort of take a side check and just sit back for a bit, go to the beach, so to speak, and just relax and let the token and the price action do the work for you, okay. So what I am looking at, obviously, you know, once we get above that level of resistance right there, guys, you can see we'll just shoot straight up to that previous high, smash that out of the park, and then move onwards and upwards for CHILIZ. So it's all good, it's all good. You know, just keep an eye on these levels here. You know, if we do break down, then this is a really, really rock solid, and you can see it's the base of the previous swing low. So that could act as a really good buy zone if you was to break down any more on CHILIZ, guys. But at the minute, it's looking good. We're hugging the EMAs. We're getting it coming together. So that's CHILIZ, guys. You know, don't get impatient. It's not going to just rocket ship straight away. Okay, we are hitting this level of consolidation, back testing these levels of support on the EMAs, especially. We have this rock solid support area here on the VPVR, guys, at 0.50 cents. So you may see us sort of dip down to that sort of level, guys, where you know we have got this rock solid support. You know, that may take us under the 55 EMA, which will obviously look quite scary, but I would imagine we bounce back up, guys. Okay, so that's something to keep an eye on for CHILIZ. Hope you enjoyed that video for CHILIZ. Do please subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. I will keep you updated in real time on what's happening in Chiliz, okay, in the Telegram group there, guys, okay. So I will put real-time updates in there, so please do join the Telegram group, and yeah, stay strong, and we'll see you on the moon. Bye bye.